Congratulations! Your offer has been accepted. What are the next steps?
What's going on? What am I supposed to do?
You know, so a lot of our clients think that getting their offer accepted is actually the hardest part, but it's not. It's going through escrow and what that looks like. So,
first step that comes up, well, before we even get into the first step, we want you to know, yes, this is a challenging part of escrow, but Brittany and myself are here to walk you through each and every step of this way. We want to make sure it's a seamless transaction for you and a process that doesn't overwhelm you too much. So let's get started. The first step, EMD, your earnest money deposit. What is that? Well, that's the guaranteeing that we're going into contract. That's securing what escrow is going to be providing for us. What your earnest money deposit is typically 3% of the purchase price. That is due within 72 hours, and it can be turned in either cashier's check or a wire directly to the title or escrow officer that has been designated for your file.
The second step is your inspection period. Based on if you have waived your inspections or if you have them in place, you can order any inspection that you would like, from a roof inspection, a pest inspection, a sewer lateral inspection. So from that period, you are going to have a set amount of time and days that you will need to have all of those items completed. And then if everything comes back clean, or if there's any requests for repairs or negotiations, that happens prior to that deadline. Once we approach that deadline is when we remove that inspection contingency period.
Absolutely. The next one is called the lender paperwork. At this time, we want you to understand it's very important that we're able to triangulate services between you, ourselves, and the lender of your choice. Why? The first inspection Brittany is talking about is that buyer's contingency. That removal of whatever inspection is needed, once we are cleared, you are comfortable with everything that you've done your due diligence with the house, we remove that inspection. The next two inspections are on the lender. That's the appraisal, which we'll talk about more, and then the loan contingency. During this time, you, the lender, are going to be working directly to ensure that all paperwork, documents, and supporting documents are retrieved that we're able to fund the loan of this home purchase for yourself.
And we also, just to add on to that, you want to make sure that it's done in a timely manner, that nothing is late, and that the moment anybody requests any documentation, that you get it to them as quickly as possible. And
become super friendly with DocuSign. Please.
You will be my best friend if you are quick with DocuSign. The next step is the big hurdle of the appraisal. So the appraisal is ordered the moment that you get into contract, and once you've submitted your EMD. The appraiser is going to come out to the property and then is going to generate a report based on the comparable sales in the area, the year of your home, the size of your home, the number of bedrooms, bathrooms, upgrades, and they're going to tell you the value of your home.
Simply just the value.
Just the value alone. Now, your loan, based on if that appraisal amount is below, right at purchase price of what you offered, or higher, that is going to be your loan amount. And we can kind of go more in depth about, I would say some stoppers of an appraisal gap bridge, or if it's higher that you're walking into equity. We can get into that later, but we just kind of wanted to give you a brief overview of what an appraisal is and what that process looks like. Once they give you the report back, one more point. Once they give you the report back, that is when you lift that contingency period.
And we'll coach you through the appraisal, what to do, what not to do. This is a case-by-case thing. So just know how the appraisal works, who the appraiser is, the lender's working to get all that ordered, and so we can move into the next part, which is the release of contingencies. The three contingencies: buyer's inspection, appraisal contingency, and then loan contingency. Once the appraisal report comes back, we're able to remove that if everything clears. Now it's the lender working to fund the loan. That's all the paperwork that they've been requesting, asking for signatures, asking for so much paperwork. But trust that this process is working towards an end goal, and it's to remove all those contingencies so we can work into the next part.
And so after that has happened, the lender will give you what is called a CTC, and that is your clear to close, meaning that the loan will be funded. At that point, it's when you are going to be ordering homeowners insurance. And we can help you. We work with a variety of vendors that can help you based on where your home is located, the size of your home, if there's extra amenities in the home like a pool, it can vary. So we can help you with what that looks like to assess what warranty is best for you.
Yeah, we'll coach you through it again. Don't get too stressed over it right now because we're still excited that your offer got accepted, but we just want to inform you what's coming next. Hey, wet signatures. Once the loan has been funded, once everything has been given to title, they prepare all documents where it's going to be a long signing period. This takes anywhere from about 45 minutes to an hour, but we want you to know, be prepared to have the notary come to wherever is best for you. Your job, your home, the time that works best for you. And that's when wet signatures are happening, meaning we agree to everything that has transpired and the final sale of this process, so we can make sure that we are moving the deed over and everything is happening for tax records that is going to be cleared for you and your family to walk into this new home.
And once you have completed wet signatures, you are officially on record.
On record. And
on record means with the actual city. So what title is going to do is they are going to submit all of this paperwork to the city, and then typically I would say, based on the time that you do it, we always say pick the early morning slot so that hopefully you can have it go on record that day with the city. If not, it'll go the following day. And then once we hear on record, that means you're getting keys in hand.
And we're coming to see you. And just know, I'm giving one key to you and I'm keeping one key to myself because we're no longer clients.
Goodness, we're family.
We're family.
But just a quick recap, remember, you start, of course, we're going through the whole process with you. It starts with us. We're gonna find your home. We're gonna get that offer accepted. We're passing that baton off to the lender. Once the lender has done their job, they're passing the baton off to title. And at that point, it's once the city clears it, the house is yours.
And you get to work with us. So offer accepted, it's exciting, but the work's just gotten started. So here we go.